Bill Cody in the morning.
It sounded. I'm very excited. I just need coffee.
WSM.
Springer Mountain Farms. American in every sense of the word. Hi, this is Bill Cody. From raising their chickens on family farms in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Georgia to making their own chicken feed from corn and soybeans grown right here in the USA 100% of the time. All Springer Mountain Farms practices and procedures are American Humane certified. And they provide the chickens with a pesticide-free vegetarian diet that never, ever contains any antibiotics, hormones, or animal byproducts. Just great tasting, all natural, simply superior Springer Mountain Farms chicken for you and your family to enjoy. Join the flock at SpringerMTN.com to locate the store or restaurant near you that carries simply superior Springer Mountain Farms chicken. The latest recipes, tips, news, and of course, coupons. You'll find Springer Mountain Farms Simply Superior Chicken in your grocer's fresh meat case and frozen food aisle. Always great care and great taste. Experience the Springer Mountain Farms difference today.
From the Simply Superior studio inside the Springer Mountain Farms Acuff House, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody, presented in part by Puckett's Restaurant.
Your radio home for the Opry. WSM Nashville.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. President Trump says time is on his side when it comes to the war in Iran. Pressed on the matter by reporters in the Oval Office, Trump went on to say the Iran war hasn't been going on for that long and compared it to the lengths of other wars. He added that he thinks Americans are okay with higher gas prices for now. A federal watchdog is launching a review of the Justice Department's handling of the Epstein files. The Inspector General said the review will look at the process of redacting and withholding material and how the department has addressed issues following the release of the heavily redacted files. President Trump is expected to do something this weekend he never did during his first term. More from Mark Mayfield.
The President and the First Lady will reportedly attend the White House Correspondents' Dinner at the Washington Hilton on Saturday night. Trump has a notably prickly relationship with some members of the press, and it will be his first time attending the dinner as president.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
WSM Weather.
From the Springer Mountain Farms Weather Center, here's your First Alert forecast.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. It's a First Alert weather day today. The risk of a couple of strong thunderstorms this afternoon and this evening west of I-65 with gusty winds, heavier downpours being the main concern. Around Nashville areas off to the east in the plateau, a few showers, a rumble of thunder this afternoon and later this evening, but we won't have any severe weather threat. Highs are in the 80s today. A couple of lingering showers for our Saturday. Temperatures are near 80. Sunday we're dry and also around 80.
Well, we started in the mid-50s, but we have warmed up to the mid-60s. 64 in America's Music City.
Bill Cody in the morning, WSM. This is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Well, welcome in, everybody. It is a Friday morning here in America's Music City. I'm Charlie Matos. That's Annie Nye. Jeff Roberts is up in Master Control. And I think about 45 minutes ago, he was just on the complex, and he is back. He is caffeinated. He is our guest host, Charlie Worsham. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Charlie. It's good to be with you.
You are truly getting the Opry announcer experience, because this is what Kelly and I get a lot. We're literally like on a Tuesday night or a Wednesday night, we're there.
Yeah.
And then by the time we get home and fall asleep, because it takes a while, even as the announcer, for the adrenaline to go away,
Sure.
It's about 11:15, 11:30. And then a few hours later, you're exactly where you just were.
Yeah.
So welcome back.
It's great to be back. We need just like a room with some bunk beds in it.
You know, we've talked about this for years, because we got a hotel with 2,800 rooms. You think at one point they might have just dedicated one, right?
Yeah, that'd be good. A little
Well,
WSM suite.
Well, it hadn't happened in 100 years of the Opry, so it's probably not on the
I
list.
guess not.
But welcome. So
Thank you.
You were part of Opry Country Classics last
Yes.
night, which is great. Larry Gatlin is, of course, the host.
Yeah.
I heard him do The Gambler. Oh,
Yeah.
man, just hit me. You know?
Yeah, it's been quite a week, man, and I appreciate so much. I know Dan and I were talking about how he came in a week ago, and y'all played so many songs of Don's. And, you know, the last time I was at the Opry before last night was the last time I saw Don. And as God's timing would have it, 6 weeks ago I was booked to play Room in the Inn this past Monday. It was a little divine wink because that's how Don and I first became friends, is through playing at Room in the Inn. And so I am sad, but I'm also so grateful, for all the great music he gave us. It's just who he was in our community that really sticks with me the most.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned divine winks. I mean, of all the weekends to have Vince Gill at the Opry on a Friday and Saturday as well, it could. Yeah. I mean, you couldn't have scripted it, right?
Yeah.
So, he will be missed, and we'll share some Don Schlitz memories throughout the morning as well. You picked one of my favorites to play, and we'll do that a little bit later on this morning. But I always loved Oscar the Angel, and it was never a big hit. It was one of those album cuts for Randy Travis.
That's right.
But Don played it in studio for me one time, and I'm like, oh my gosh! And then of course you got to do it at the talk about no pressure
for his
at
medallion,
the Country Music Hall of Fame.
His induction, that was such a thrill for me. And I was up there with Fred Noblock, who was a dear friend of Don's, and Jelly Roll, and Vince came right out after that and sang The Gambler. And I called that day a hillbilly Easter service at the Vatican. It's a good one.
You don't strike me as someone who gets nervous a whole lot, because you've played for almost, it seems like your entire life you've been on a stage holding a guitar or some stringed instrument. But when you know you're playing for someone like that, I only get nervous at the podium now. Like induction nights make me really nervous.
Yeah.
Like I did T. Graham, I did Laney, I did Steve Earle, I did Stephen Curtis Chapman, and like, you just don't want to mess up their biggest night. And so you feel that pressure a little bit.
That's right. When it's your people.
Yeah.
And your community, I think that raises the stakes. And honestly, too, the more intimate performances are the ones where I tend to get nervous more. I think after a certain amount of people in the crowd, they just become a blob. And not that they become a blob, but you know what I mean? It's when there's 20 people in front of you, you see every single person.
Yeah. 20,000's much easier.
It
right?
is,
yeah,
in a weird way,
Yeah, no, I hear you. What would be the biggest crowd you've ever played before? What do you think?
Goodness. The first tour I went on was Taylor Swift's Speak Now tour. And I played
How did I not know this?
Isn't that
part
crazy?
Of your trivia?
Back in 2011, maybe?
That's her
I'd have to
best
go back
album.
and look. I think 2011 that was.
Okay.
And we played 2 stadium shows on that tour. Arrowhead Stadium, which is crazy now to think with her about to get married.
Kelsey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dallas Cowboys Stadium, and that was the big one. That was a lot of people.
And that was the newer one, right? The AT&T?
The new one.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it's like a spaceship. That place
It
is
is.
really cool. Well, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you still keep in contact at all?
I saw her at a BMI Awards a few years back, and I think I have like a phone number of hers from 8 phones ago,
right, yeah.
But I still cheer her on from a distance. I'm always ever grateful for how she lifted so many people on that tour.
With not even in the same zip code as any other price, the most I've ever paid for a show was when I took Renee to see her at the Superdome on the Eras tour, because I did not get regular tickets. I had to go through StubHub.
Yeah.
And like it was either, well, I could pay my mortgage for 6 months or we can go to this one show.
Yeah.
We chose the one show.
There you go.
So, all right. So I mentioned you were at Opry Country Classics last night.
Yeah.
And the cool part about that show is, a lot of times you go back, you dig back in the archives of great country songs and you play some cool stuff. But sometimes you can debut a brand new song.
Yeah.
And you did that last night.
I did. I got to do both. And it was great because the song that is out now is called Grass. And a big part of the inspiration for that is my lifelong love of bluegrass, and it was a bluegrass Opry Country Classics last night. So I did a little Vince Gill, High Lonesome Sound. I did a little Tony Rice, Church Street Blues, and that was the bread for the grass sandwich there of my new song Grass, and it was so fun. Played it with the Opry band.
And the studio version is out today.
It is. You can stream it anywhere you get music.
All right. But you don't often get to hear your Opry performance because you're doing it live.
That's right.
So
this will be a treat.
Yeah, it's really good.
Thanks.
It's Charlie Worsham from the stage of the Grand Ole Opry.
Hole sipping red Kool-Aid, slipping on a blue tarp, slip and slide. Mama had to bleach the green stains out of the knees of my Levi's. Little bluegrass bumping on a Walkman, walking around high, lonesome high. From my backyard days to the songs I play, always been a homegrown guy. Sweating all summer on a John Deere, stacking up cash, cash, cash. Singing along from a long seat, sway in the back, back, back. Just pack of beer and ride around cutting diamonds in the yard. Sweating all summer on a John Deere, stacking up cash, cash, cash. Singing along from a lost east way in the back, back, back. Just the way the good Lord made me, better in Memphis since I was a baby. Till the day I'm pushing up daisies, I'll be raised on grass. Yeah. Some people like sand, some people like snow, some people like the concrete where ain't nothing grows. I'd rather be sweating all summer on a John Deere, stacking up cash, cash, cash. Singing along from a lost east way in the back, back, back. Just the way the good Lord made me, better in Memphis since I was a baby. Till the day I'm pushing up daisies, I'll be raised on grass. Thank you so much. How about it for that Opry band?
Coffee, country, and Cody.
I can't remember much before all this started.
Presented in part by Hemisphere Coffee Roasters.
Starting with one store in 1978, Boot Barn has become the largest Western and workwear retailer in the nation. Supporting those who feed, build, and protect America, we offer the largest selection of cowboy boots, work boots, Western wear, workwear, and outdoor gear. With over 500,000 pairs of boots and thousands of top-quality jeans and clothing, it's an honor to support the people who make our country so great. Boot Barn. Keep West.
We can sleep when the party's over.
Step back into the golden era of country music. On Thursday, April 30th, Franklin Theater welcomes the Malpas Brothers.
I walked into the living room.
Experience the unmistakable sound and classic style that would make the legends proud. From vintage hits to their own traditional favorites, it's a genuine, soul-stirring performance right in the heart of Franklin. Tickets are on sale now at franklintheater.com.
We're talking today with Jeff Roberts of Jeff Roberts & Associates, the working man's lawyer. You work hard every day. So what happens when you get hurt on the job or your claim is denied?
Jeff, I got hurt at work, filed for workers' comp, and just got a denial letter. Now what do I do?
Unfortunately, this happens a lot. Insurance companies deny claims hoping people will just give up. But you have rights, and you can fight back.
Okay, so how do I fight back?
Well, we appeal the decision, gather medical records, and sometimes we find that you may need a second opinion from a doctor that's not affiliated with the insurance company. You worked hard for that paycheck. Now let us work hard for you. Give me a call today at 615-425-4400. That's 615-425-4400. Or visit me online at middletninjury.com. That's middletninjury.com.
Jeff Roberts & Associates, the working man's lawyer. Find them online at middletninjury.com.
From WSM Radio, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Not only is it the Charlies taking over, it's the Only Children taking over as well.
That's right.
Look at that, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Now, I am an only child raising an only child. You had that for 3 years.
I had it
and
for
now
3.
Harper is in the equation
It's
as well.
a wild ride, man. Let me tell you. I don't know that I would have handled having a sibling very well, but I'm grateful for the experience as a parent.
We're 5 and almost 2?
5 and 5 and a year and a half.
Okay.
For our daughter Harper, yeah.
Yeah, she and I almost share a birthday.
Yeah.
We're like missed by a day. I'm
Yes.
October 18th. She's the 17th.
But you share a birthday with my dad.
Oh, I love that. So yeah. Oh, did he not come in studio
He
once
did
or
come
twice with
into
you?
the old studio, yeah.
Oh, I love that. So, well, the pride of Grenada, Mississippi is,
Yes,
is
sir.
our guest host this morning. CMA, ACM award winner. I can't tell you how happy everybody I knew was a couple of years ago when that CMA award popped up, and it's like, oh my God, yes, we are so happy.
It was wild. That feeling that love in that room, I'll never forget. But I tell you what, the next year Paul Franklin won.
Yeah.
After 30-something nominations, and it felt the same way in that room.
Yeah.
It's that award is really special. Everybody in the category deserves it every year. They ought to give 5 out every year.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. How soon? Like, how advance notice did you have on that? Or did you find out that night? Or
That I won?
Yeah.
Oh, in the moment.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know till the
Okay.
moment. Yeah. It was wild.
Oh, I wasn't sure if that's one they kind of give you an advance notice on, but you were going to do this here.
No, but it was great. And I wasn't nervous, though, because I'd been practicing that acceptance speech since I was about 10 years old.
It's funny. I have no idea what award I could possibly win, but I remember as a kid thinking that the Mrs. Butterworth's pancake syrup bottle makes a really good award.
Yeah.
It's best as an Academy Award. Perhaps
Sure.
I thought of myself as a theatrical person.
Yeah.
But it works for almost any occasion.
It does.
Yeah.
And it's almost as heavy as those are.
Ooh, yeah.
They're pretty heavy.
Yeah. The CMA award could be a weapon. I think
could.
it's like a
Yes.
projectile.
I'm grabbing. If somebody breaks into the house, that's what I'm grabbing.
the CMA award. I love that. Well, we were thrilled about that. Susie Boggess was in yesterday.
Yeah.
And for the fun of it, I just Googled fun facts about Susie Boggess. And I was just curious because sometimes you find stuff and it's like, well, that can't possibly be true.
Right.
And then you realize it is. Like, did you know that she sold vacuum cleaners door to door when she was putting herself through college?
I believe it, though.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I think she said she sold 3,
Yeah,
right?
she wasn't selling vacuum
It wasn't
cleaners.
her
She
strong
attempted
suit.
to,
Right, yeah,
and
she
she
was
sold one
attempt-
to herself, her
Yeah.
brother, and her other brother.
Yeah. And I think
So-
if her sister-in-law was in town, she would have sold 4.
Right.
So she sold 3. But she attempted to do so.
That's
right?
awesome.
So, but I read, and I don't know how I didn't know this or remember it, but the first time at the Opry was at the invitation of our buddy Mike Snyder. Wow. Yeah. Is that
I
correct?
share that with her.
No, for you. That's what I'm saying.
for
That's
me?
one of the fun
Yeah.
facts I found about
Yeah.
you.
Oh, I thought you said the
Yeah.
same for
No,
her.
that would have been
No,
crazy.
it really was. I had won the Junior National Banjo
Mm-hmm.
Championship in Smithville, Tennessee, which is Mike's hometown.
Yep.
And wrote a letter and, put at the end, it's always been my dream to play the Opry. And sure enough, we were having supper one night in the kitchen and the phone rang and it was Mike Snyder and he invited us up. And you know what's crazy? His bass player that night, Blake Williams, was at the Opry last night and we reconnected after all these years. It was so special to be there.
Yes. I saw Kimberly post some photos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, a full circle moment always happens
Yeah.
at the Opry.
Oh, I love that. And when that's back in the day too, when the phone rings, you don't know who it is.
You don't. That's
and
right.
And you just answered the phone.
Yep.
We answered every phone call at my house. Now, if I don't know exactly,
I know.
everything goes to voicemail.
Yeah. That is an experience I wish my kids could have because you could do some prank calls too if you wanted.
Oh, big time.
Can't
Yeah.
really do that
I
now.
remember my little guy asking me, I was trying to explain to him that we had one phone and it was attached to the wall. So you could maybe walk 10 feet with this incredibly long cord, but that was it. And there was no iPhones, there was no iPads. And he, with all sincerity, asked, "How did you order from Amazon?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, well,
Let me tell you something. Yeah.
We had this 800-page Sears catalog that we ordered from every once in a while, but oh gosh. Well, you have your guitar out. We'd love for you to play one live.
I'm gonna sing one for y'all. I sang this in the Circle Room last night after the Opry show, and it was so special. Sometimes you can do those where everybody that buys a CD gets to come in, and my new record isn't out yet, so we just had everybody donate, and we're going to put all the donations towards the Room in the Inn.
Oh,
and so with that in mind, I'm going to sing what I know was Don Schlitz's favorite song of mine. This is Young to See. I won't forget the day I found my first place on the edge of town. A few milk crates, a beat-up couch, an old TV. A little rundown, a little bit small, but to me it was a Taj Mahal. It's just one of those things you gotta be young to see. Well, Friday night, what the hell, let's go And just like that, we were on the road. 3 best friends and a radio, that was all we need. We put 1,000 miles on an old red Jeep just to watch the sunrise on the beach. It's just one of those things you gotta be young to see. When you're young, there's plenty of time to get older. And once you're old, that's all you'll ever be. Yeah, there's a beauty to living life wild and free. It's just one of those things you gotta be young to see. Now, I left home around 22. Mama was begging me to finish school, but there wasn't nothing they could do. It was up to me. So I packed my bags and an old guitar, 'cause if you ever gonna be a star, it's just one of those things you gotta be young to see. When you're young, there's plenty of time to get older. And once you're old, that's all you'll ever be. Yeah, there's a beauty to living life wild and free. It's just one of those things you gotta be young to see. Take it, Charlie. So grow your hair and get a new tattoo. Quit your job and go to Bonnaroo. Whatever it is you want to do or think or be, well, don't put it off too many years, 'cause some of the best stuff disappears. I ain't old enough to know, but I believe, yeah, there's some things you gotta be young to see.
That's live in studio with our guest host this morning, Charlie Worsham. I'm Charlie Matos. That's Andy Nye. Jeff Roberts is up in Master Control. Hope everybody's enjoying our live stream as well, in addition to CircleCountry.com on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok this morning as well. We're hitting all the socials. You mentioned Room in the Inn. Obviously, a cause that both you and Don Schlitz were so passionate about. Our buddy Randy Hart is continuing that Monday, every Monday down
Randy
there
was
now.
with me on Monday. It was great.
Yeah. And just simply Room in the Inn, roomintheinn.org if you're watching anywhere around the country and maybe want to make a donation there too. So and giving back has always been a part of your story. I remember one of the first times we met, we talked about the Follow Your Heart Scholarship. Yeah,
that's right. And you know, it's so crazy that that scholarship's still going. And I think that what often doesn't get told to someone in a position like mine, where you have a public platform, is when you give back, you actually get more out of it than what you're given, because of the perspective. And I always call that Room in the Inn gig a gratitude adjustment, because you know, you play all these crazy gigs in this life and music, but you can't have a bad gig at Room in the Inn. It's secretly the best gig in town.
I'm gonna go down one Monday and serve food.
Okay, all right. Let me know. I'll try to be
That's
there.
my skill. You don't want me doing anything else, but I can serve.
Okay.
Well, I can eat too.
You could announce each song.
Well, we could make it an
could do
Opry
that.
show. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'd be better off serving food, I think.
Okay.
So, and tell everybody about the Compadres Fund too. that you
Yeah, so
started
the
a couple years
Compadres
ago.
Fund, my wife Kristen and I, that's actually how we met. She was, oh man, it's getting me this morning. She was working at the Community Foundation in Middle Tennessee, and I went in to start the Follow Your Heart Scholarship Fund. Oddly enough, she was trying to get my attention, and I was buried in my phone. So all you young men out there, get off your phone and pay attention to the pretty lady across the table from you. You might just marry her and have kids someday. And about almost a year later, she emailed me and was like, hey, knucklehead, if you ever want to go hang out sometime other than this, I'm around. And so we did. We went to Mickey's on Gallatin, our favorite little dive bar, and we sat at the Pac-Man table, which we have now, which our son plays before bath time every night. And we wanted to start a fund together that would let us have the freedom to give to causes close to our heart, like Room in the Inn and others. And so that's what we're doing. And the first donation we gave was to Parchman State Penitentiary to help fix up their visitation area for kids, a play area for kids.
Aw.
And Jelly Roll matched us. It was pretty cool.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Man, he's a good one. Isn't
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling somebody the other day, it's, the first time you see him, he would have been a much bigger than he is now. I mean, it was such a presence, right? But like all you see is this big guy and all the tattoos, and you can't get past that. And about the third or fourth time you're around him, you don't see any of that.
Yeah.
And you just see that smile and that magnetism. And, boy, he can preach too.
He can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really can. So, well, that's great. The Compadres Fund, you can get information on that as well. So how long have you and Kristen been together now?
It'll be 8 years on September 22nd, and we had our wedding reception at Studio A behind the Opry.
Oh,
Sweet
that's
Jeannie
great.
Seeley and Jean were there. Don and Stacy Schlitz were there. We had this setup when people walked in, and we asked them to take a Polaroid and write a bit of marriage advice. And Don and Stacy had the best advice. Stacy wrote, "Don't always be giving him song ideas," and then Don wrote, "Always listen to her song ideas."
Oh, that's great. Charlie Worship is our guest host. It's Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Bill Cody in the morning.
Waking up early is hard enough. You guys make it a little less painful.
WSM.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Dell PCs with Intel inside are built for the moments you plan and the ones you don't. For the time you forgot your charger at the gate.
Passengers, we are now on our initial ascent.
Or when you're bouncing between projects like a ping pong ball. We build PCs with long-lasting battery life, so you're not scrambling for an outlet. And built-in intelligence, so you can stay focused on whatever you're doing. Dell Technologies, built for you. Dell.com/Dell PCs.
Good Friday morning. This is Holly Thompson with your WSMV4 News Update. Middle Tennessee Electric is warning customers about a person impersonating them. That person's going to homes and businesses in Mount Juliet and Lebanon. MTE shared a photo of a white truck with an MTE logo on it. That person is telling customers they owe money and risk having their power turned off. MTE wants you to know the person does not work with their company. MTE says they do not visit homes or businesses demanding payment. They ask you to call police if someone approaches you with that demand. It is now up to Tennessee state lawmakers to decide how to handle marijuana usage in Tennessee. We know the federal government has now reclassified cannabis as a less dangerous drug. It's already legal in 40 states and D.C. Now, marijuana used to be in the same category as heroin and LSD. Medical marijuana is now a Schedule III substance like ketamine with a low to moderate risk for dependents. Not all lawmakers are for that change. Back in December, 22 Republican senators signed a letter objecting the idea. Hey, as we get ready for another round of storms that will dump lots of rain, INDOT reminding you to move any debris away from storm drains and ditches. This way, when we do get the heavy rain, it can drain properly, keep yards and roads from flooding. Also, they say make sure it's not in the street. INDOT says it's their final phase now of picking up debris from January's ice storm. And if you have debris that needs immediate assistance, you can call 311. Hey, and this weekend, hang out with some fur babies that are up for adoption in Cheatham County. The Animal Shelter is hosting an adoption event tomorrow at the Harpeth Middle School Playground. It's from 11 to 2. They're also accepting dog and cat food donations. You can follow updates on these stories and the latest on your First Alert forecast. It's all in the WSMV4 News app. From the WSMV4 Newsroom, I'm Holly Thompson.
WSM. From the Springer Mountain Farms Weather Center, here's your First Alert forecast.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. It's a First Alert weather day. The risk of a strong thunderstorm this afternoon west of I-65. Heavy downpours, gusty winds the main concern. Off and on scattered showers, rumble of thunder elsewhere late this afternoon. Heading into this evening, highs are in the 80s today.
Here we go, Annie says. That means we're going. And it is 66 degrees here in America's Music City. Quick check of sports. It was the NFL draft. Day one yesterday. It was in Pittsburgh. The number one pick goes to the Raiders. This is not a surprise. Fernando Mendoza, the national championship winning quarterback from Indiana, goes number one. The Titans ended up with 2 picks in the first round. Number 4 overall, they go with Ohio State wide receiver Carnell Tate. And then they trade up late in the first round to get Auburn edge rusher Kedrick Folk. And that's sports. I'm Charlie Manos.
This is Coffee,
Absolute
Country,
pro.
and Cody.
I get nervous. We're talking about getting nervous. Watching this is.
If I don't watch Jeff and Annie, I'm lost. And sometimes I forget to watch them, and I'm lost. And then Annie has to start playing things in my headphone to remind me of where we're going next.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's Jeff Roberts up in Master. He's directly above us.
Okay.
Here
Thanks,
in the
Jeff.
A-Cuff house. You talked about full circle moments. It never escapes me anytime I walk in this building that when I moved to town, my parents in Cumberland, Rhode Island, were the biggest country music fans. They didn't mind that I lived in Miami. My dad loved they loved coming down. They'd come and visit, and we'd go to the Orange Bowl. But when I moved to Nashville, they were the happiest people on the planet. We would go to Nashville Now every time, go to Crook and Chase, we'd go to the Hall of Fame, and we'd always go to Opryland.
Yeah.
And from their very first trip down, I have a photo of my mom and dad outside of Mr. Acuff's house holding their Opry. My mom's still clutching her Opry tickets before we went in. And now, 30-something years later, this is our studio home.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
And man, that Hall of Fame, the one on Demumbrian. Oh, I loved that place.
Yeah. I mean, if they had any kind of a crowd, you were literally shoulder to shoulder the whole time. I mean, there was no room to breathe in that place.
It's hard to believe how tiny it was compared to
the new one. Yeah. And so can you remember Demumbrian when it was like the Randy Travis T-shirt shop and Hound Dog hot dogs and
there was a Barbara Mandrell museum.
Absolutely.
And the Ernest Tubb Record Shop had a location there. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I miss a little bit of that.
I miss the free and ample parking.
Yeah, I was telling Annie, I lived downtown for almost 20 years on 2nd Avenue where the Four Seasons Hotel is now.
Okay, yeah.
And I would walk everywhere, but on the rare occasion I drove anywhere, there was tons of free parking downtown. So if we had bought a parking lot, man, or Crane Company, one or the other.
Yeah,
we'd be sitting pretty, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me about the new record. We teased it a little bit. And we played Grass early on, but
yeah. So Grass is the second song to come out from the record. The first one was a song called "They Never Do" that Lainey Wilson's featured on. And last time I was here, y'all were so kind to play it. And it's actually in the new Lainey documentary. Her going in and singing on it as a part of the film, and it plays when the credits roll. And we're gonna keep doing this kind of every month or so until early August. I think August 7th maybe is the date the album comes out. It's called Once Upon a Second Time Around.
I love the title. I love the title.
It's a song on the record that I wrote with Jay Knowles, who wrote She'll Leave You With a Smile and Love You, Jack Ingram. And I love Jay. And it's kind of, I'm feeling all of that right now. That's kind of the theme of my life right now. A second kid, second 2-decade stint beginning in Nashville. I'll be the week that record comes out, or 2 weeks after, will mark my 20-year anniversary of moving to town.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of hard to believe. Saying that doesn't feel real because it doesn't feel like it's been.
So we met the first time at our old hotel studio, Annie, and Charlie was in a band called King Billy.
Yep.
And I want to say Josh Matheny came in that morning.
Oh, yeah.
Would John Osborne have come in as well?
Yep.
That morning? Yeah. Just so what year would that have been roughly?
August of 2006. Good Lord. And from 2006 to 2009, I lived in that house on Villa Place.
Yeah.
Talk about property change in
man,
value.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was like Animal House meets Nashville, the TV show. And it gave me the experience of going around the country in a van with best friends and being an only child, the brothers I'd never had.
Yep.
And, getting to kind of make some dumb rookie mistakes but not have to pay full price for them because we were a band. It was great, man. A lot of music in the wee hours of the night in that house.
Well, here's another theme. Remember yesterday Susie was telling us about, Susie Boggess was our guest host yesterday, and telling us about just hopping in the van and just her and a guitar and touring the country and seeing the world that way, So, well, it's so, and you mentioned the Taylor Swift tour early. It's so easy to tour the country and see absolutely none of it.
Yep.
And that early in your career is the way you do get to see stuff,
It is. Yeah. It is. And yes, and I would encourage anybody that's starting out, like, soak that up, because it is the windshield of the van, listening to songs. I mean, I actually got some of the best sleep of my life sleeping on the floor between the bench seats, It is an experience. And yeah, the random places you stop along the way are magic. You meet so many crazy people out there that are just part of the world. It's awesome.
Well, next month you're going to get to know your home state really well. You may see some parts of it you've never seen before.
And that is my hope.
Yeah.
Yes. I will start in Meridian, go to Philadelphia, the Ellis Theater that Marty Stewart and his Congress of Country Music have so beautifully renovated. We're going to play the Grammy Museum in Cleveland and Family Day at Parchman, the state penitentiary, because this tour will be me with the Parchman Band. It is a 125-year-old prison with a really complicated history, but one of the most beautiful things about it is that there's this flourishing band of the incarcerated men there, and they bring joy. They share the gospel. They're really kind of changing people's opening hearts and minds every day with what they do.
Wow. Will this be captured in any way?
We're gonna film some of it for sure. And y'all probably had him on, but Richard, who founded Creative Vets, after Family Day, that Sunday and Monday, we're going to have our first at a correctional facility for the inmates who are veterans, Creative Vets writing camp.
Oh, that's great!
Really excited for that.
Yeah, well, that's going to be a interesting and fascinating few weeks in the state of Mississippi. Well, your fellow Mississippian, you referenced to Marty Stewart. Let's go to the stage of the Grand Ole Opry for Marty and the Fabulous Superlatives.
All right. That's a song I wrote for Steve, and that's all there is to it. What do you think? He's got a big old heart beating in his chest. Ain't no doubt about it, he's one of the best. Standing tall on solid ground. Sure is good to have Steve back around. Well, he spent a few years in hell itself. When he beat the devil, he up and left. And I do believe that he's a jewel in God's crown. Sure is good to have Steve back around. Exceedingly rare, extraordinary bird, certified aviator, this poet of words, escaped unharmed from the lost and found. Sure is good to have Steve back around. Prodigal son, will he come back home? He left for a while, but he was never gone. Singing his song about the guitar town. Sure is good to have Steve back around. Well, one day they'll say it was a sight to see when old Steve joined the Grand Ole Opry. Glad I was there when it all went down. Sure is good to have Steve back around. Sure is good to have Steve back around. Sure is good to have Steve back around. One person I think that would agree with Steve Earle coming into the Grand Ole Opry is the father of country music, Jimmy Rogers. Come on, come on. Vince Gill is back there. You know Vince, he can sing like a bird and yodel, yodel, yodel. So I've been working on my Jimmy Rogers yodel. You want to hear me yodel? I said you want to hear me yodel? All right. This is for Steve.
Coffee, Country, and Cody.
Coffee kind of make me nervous when I drink it.
Presented in part by Puckett's Restaurant.
Get ready, Middle Tennessee. The Nashville Flea Market is back this weekend at the Fairgrounds Nashville. Shop over 200 vendors, indoors and outdoors, rain or shine. Find antiques, vintage clothing, toys, baked goods, and so much more. Doors open Friday and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Free entry, just $10 cash for parking. Don't miss the best deals in town at the Nashville Flea Market, happening this weekend only at the Fairgrounds Nashville, the place to show and sell.
Hi, I'm Zoe, a personal stylist at Macy's Herald Square, and I live for our friends and family sale because I can say yes to the brands my customers have been eyeing, like BCBG, 30% off, Kendra Scott, 30% off, Steve Madden, Levi's, yep, 30 off. And yes, there's 15 off Macy's Beauty and Fragrance too. Yes, you can also sign up for Star Rewards and earn faster at Macy's Friends and Family today. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Ever tried balancing a dozen eggs in one hand while hopping on one foot? Or maybe juggling cats while riding the unicycle? Sounds ridiculous, right? But guess what? That's exactly what texting while driving is like. Your human brain only has the capacity to focus on one thing at a time. So when you're behind the wheel, give driving your undivided attention.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Here's a performance from a recent episode of Opry Live on Coffee, Country, and Cody.
If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me for to ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the sea for to ease your pain. Oh, the night's forlorn and the morning's born, and the morning's born with the lights of love, and you'll miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me for to ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the sea for to ease your pain. Baby's with me now, since I showed her how to lay her little hand in mine. Who could ill agree? Well, she's a sight to see, a treasure for this poor boy to find.
From the stage of the Grand Ole Opry, Ricky Skaggs and Sharon White together in a special moment. That was a Valentine's night show we did at the Opry, and so great to have Ricky there and along with Sharon as well. So Charlie Worsham is our guest host this morning. It's Coffee, Country, and Cody. You mentioned really early on being a young kid and winning a banjo competition.
Yeah.
Was the banjo the first instrument you picked up?
Well, I took piano lessons
Okay.
from kindergarten all the way through high school, and that really gave me the foundation, the technical knowledge, and the discipline to pursue other instruments. But my first stringed instrument was a banjo. Now, we would go to Opryland every couple years, or maybe every year, really, and most of those drives up, I'd beg for a guitar. You know, I really want a guitar. And after seeing Mike Snyder and his band at the New Orleans Bandstand at Opryland, the whole drive home, can I get a banjo? I really want to learn the banjo.
Oh, that's
and
great.
so I started with banjo in second grade.
Wow. Do you still play piano at all?
Not in practice so much,
Okay.
but interestingly enough, when I'm playing, I visualize the notes on the keyboard.
Okay.
It's how I was introduced to theory, and that has stuck with me. And in a pinch, I could be an okay keys player if you
Right.
don't, if I could maybe transpose everything to C.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did I remember you playing drums on a project
Well,
one time too?
my dad is a drummer.
Right.
And that was my earliest memory, was sitting in his lap banging on the drums.
Okay.
And realizing that when he and his friends that were in this local cover band would play, that grown-ups started acting like kids and having fun. That's what hooked me on music. I was like, well, this has this power over grown-ups. I want to be a part of this. And I mean, I can play like very, very, very limited, poor, average drums.
Okay.
And I've got my dad's drum kit, and I'm reenacting that same memory with our kids.
Oh, I love that. So, well, famously, when he left the Beatles, McCartney did one of those play everything yourself kind of projects too.
Yeah.
And there's just a stripped down home quality to it that people
is.
appreciate.
Well, dadgum, now I got to do that one of these
See,
days.
I'm planting the seed there.
You
already
are.
got the drum
Okay.
kit there too.
I love it.
So, yeah. And trust me, his drumming is rather rudimentary too, but it works.
It can work.
It's just perfect. So, well, we'd love for you to play another one.
Yes, absolutely. I was thinking, talking about the Parchman Tour coming up in Mississippi and Marty Stewart just being on. And then also last night in the audience was a group from Mississippi with an organization called the Mustard Seed that does great work, and they brought some Mississippians up to catch their first Opry experience. So I'll sing a song I wrote about my drive home. It's called I-55. I was born on a blue vein highway line, running up and down Mississippi's crooked spine. I've been gone too long. It's high time I made time for this. 100 miles south of Graceland's Gate, you'll see me coming from the volunteer state with a homesick heart, Magnolia Place, off exit 206. When it all gets to be too much, when my soul feels out of touch, I get in my beat-up ride and drive I-55. I fill up on old friends, get back to where it all begins. I always leave feeling more alive, I-55. I rest my arm on the windowsill, breathing in them old pine hills and the midnight smoke from the paper mill, the stars off Levee Road. This little lake town is all we got, but I love it most for what it's not. And them kids in the Cheney's parking lot, that was me 10 years ago, or more like 20 now. When it all gets to be too much and my soul feels out of touch, I get in my beat-up ride and drive I-55. I fill up on old friends, get back to where it all begins. I always leave feeling more alive, I-55. And I never can stay as long as I want to, and I might have moved away. But the one thing I won't do is forget where I come from. You can bet I'll always run back down that old familiar stretch of interstate. When it all gets to be too much, when my soul feels out of touch, I fill up on old friends, and I get back to where it all begins, all begins. I-55. Oh, drive, I-55, yeah.
That's live in studio with Charlie Worsham. If you were a Northeasterner like Annie and I'm from Rhode Island, just outside of Providence. Annie's a Jersey girl. You'd be writing I-95.
I-95.
But it would still work for the meter. See,
It
so
would.
it's going to be a great song no matter. See, no matter where you are.
Yeah, I'm going to work on some verses for y'all.
So if you take I-55 north, you'll eventually end up in Chicago, Illinois.
That's right.
Yeah. And if you take it south, New Orleans.
That's right. And you know, another way you can go that route is the City of New Orleans train, which still runs today.
Yeah.
A very, very rich with history train stops off in Memphis. You can stay at the Central Station Hotel right there. Go see the Lorraine Motel. Go see Royal Studios, Sun Studios, Stax Records. I'm a little partial to that stretch of America right there.
Please say Graceland in there.
Oh, you got to do Graceland.
Thank you.
Of course,
Okay, I was
got to
gonna
go. Got to go to the Cozy Corner for barbecue. Peabody Hotel, see the ducks.
Annie, you been to Memphis?
I haven't. But I really want to go. Maybe the next time my parents take a trip up here that's for something that doesn't have to do with my dad building something for my house.
Yeah.
And we have the time.
Yeah.
Then maybe I can get a trip on there.
They also have the world's largest Bass Pro Shop at the Pyramid, which used to be where I would go see all my first concerts.
And if you didn't sell me before, you've sold me now.
Oh, yeah. And you can stay at the top of the Pyramid. It's got a hotel.
Hotel rooms.
No, wait, that's cool.
Yeah. I called basketball games at the Pyramid.
You
They
did?
had the SEC women's tournament there with Vanderbilt one year. I was at the Pyramid.
Golly, man. I would I saw Aerosmith, ZZ Top. There was a band I was really into, Matchbox 20.
Oh, gosh,
My first rock and roll concert was there, the Rolling Stones.
Rob, what's the guy from Matchbox 20? Thomas?
Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's phenomenal. They had so many great songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, now, unfortunately, acoustically, the Pyramid
was
not the best design
not
for
meant
music.
for live music, no.
That's why
No.
there's no other ones like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, we are spoiled. I mean, obviously, we have the Opry House, we have the Ryman, we have beautiful venues for music. But as arenas go, Bridgestone Arena is a great place to see a show. And I swear, whoever manages that building, it's as nice today as when they opened it.
It is.
And you don't see that with a lot. Well, we're about to tear down our football stadium for one, and they're about the same age. You know?
Yeah.
So you've been to all 50 states?
Oh, I've not been to Alaska.
Okay.
I have not been to, I got to think about that.
You've been to Jersey, though, right?
I've been to Jersey.
Okay.
I think I've been to most of them.
All right.
Somewhere I have a map with Sharpie outlining every place I've been in the world.
Okay. So you've been to Rhode Island?
I've been to Rhode Island.
You played Newport?
No,
No?
but it's on my bucket list.
Okay.
And it's where my my wife's family's from, right up there in Connecticut and Rhode Island. and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
so-
I didn't know Kristen was a New Englander.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, love her even more now.
Heck yeah,
Oh,
man.
That's great. We need more New England down here.
We do.
Yeah. Charlie Worsham is our guest host this morning. It's Coffee, Country, and Cody, and we are going to rewind to the Opry stage. We've referenced him several times on this show, and I just love like 2025 and 2026 has been the years of Vince.
Yes.
And I think anytime he gets a chance, he comes to the Grand Ole Opry. So let's rewind a little of What the Cowgirls Do.
Yes.
Well, have you ever been down to Texas? Down around San Antonio? They love to go all night and treat you right. Party till the cows come home. Well, I love it when they let their head down. Dance real close to you. You know I'm a sucker, baby. What the cowgirls do, cowgirls do, cowgirls do, cowgirls do. They ain't no living up in Oklahoma. They ain't afraid to stay up till dawn. They love to cut a rug, chug a lug, long necks until the money's all gone. Well, I love it when they let their head down. Dance real close to you. Well, you know I'm a sucker, baby. What the cowgirls do, cowgirls do, cowgirls do, cowgirls do. Well, I love it when they let their head down, dancing real close to you. You know I'm a sucker, baby, for what the cowgirls do. Cowgirls do. Well, I love it when they let their head down, dancing real close to you. You know I'm a sucker, baby, for what the cowgirls do. Cowgirls do. Cowgirls do. Cowgirls do. For what the cowgirls do. Cowgirls do. What the cowgirls do. Thank you very much. Nice hand for this Cracker Jack band up here playing some good music for you tonight.
Bill Cody in the morning.
Actually, I think you're going to find this very amusing.
WSM.
Americana Fest, the Americana Music Festival and Conference, is Nashville's best week of music. Slated for September 15th through September 19th, with performances by Buddy Miller,
I'm fired again.
Katie Pruitt, Melissa Etheridge,
And I chose to survive. God, I love being alive.
Drayton Farley,
I need your love. This rush just
Aaron Enderlin,
baby, I can be your whiskey.
Leroy Parnell, Shaky Graves, and many more. Premier all event passes are available at AmericanaFest.com. That will get you admission into shows, plus invitations to dozens of music business panels and parties. Just want to catch the nighttime festival shows? Wristbands are also available at AmericanaFest.com. Americana Fest, the coolest music scene today.
From the Simply Superior Studio, inside the Springer Mountain Farms Acuff House, this is Coffee, Country, and Cody, presented in part by Hemisphere Coffee Roasters.
Your radio home for the Opry. WSM Nashville.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. As the war in Iran nears the 2-month mark, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Kane, briefed reporters this morning at the Pentagon and says the U.S. naval blockade in the Strait of Hormuz is going strong.
As of this morning, 34 ships have met the U.S. blockade and made the wise choice to turn around. One ship did not, and that ship was the motor vessel Tuska.
After ignored warnings, the U.S. fired on the ship's engine room. The ship was disabled, and now the ship and crew are in U.S. custody. Pope Leo is calling for a culture of peace to end the war in Iran. Leo made the comment Thursday during his flight back to Rome following a 4-nation tour of Africa. The Pope told reporters the war has created a chaotic situation and said, "I would like to encourage everyone to find responses that come from a culture of peace and not hatred and division." Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
WSM weather.
From the Springer Mountain Farms Weather Center, here's your First Alert forecast.
I'm WSMV4 First Alert meteorologist Stefano DiPietro. It's a First Alert weather day. The risk of a strong thunderstorm this afternoon west of I-65. Heavy downpours, gusty winds the main concern. Off and on scattered showers, rumble of thunder elsewhere late this afternoon. Heading into this evening, highs are in the 80s today.
Lots of sunshine here from our Acuff House studio in the Grand Ole Opry Plaza, and we've got 69 degrees in America's Music City. Quick check of sports. Well, the NFL draft was the big thing yesterday. Number 1 overall, Las Vegas Raiders. They go with Indiana Hoosiers National Championship quarterback Fernando Mendoza. That was not a surprise. The Titans ended up with 2 picks in the opening round. They had the number 4 pick overall and went with Ohio State wide receiver Carnell Tate. And then they traded up late in the opening round to get Auburn edge rusher Kendrick Falk. The Braves continue to play great ball. 7-2 win over the Washington Nationals. Atlanta has won 8 of their last 9. I felt for him on the very first pitch, and then I was so happy that he rebounded. But J.R. Ritchie, rookie pitcher for the Braves, was making his first ever major league start. And the very first pitch he threw was a home run ball. And then he went 7 strong innings and got the win. So that was pretty cool. Braves are home tonight against the Phillies. Phillies have lost 9 in a row. They lost to the Cubs yesterday. Cubs have won 9 in a row. Yankees completed a 3-game sweep at Fenway, beating the Red Sox. And the Nashville Sounds were in Charlotte, and they lose in extra innings 3-2. And that's sports. I'm Charlie Manos. Well, we are wrapping it up on Circle Country. Thank you for watching this morning. It's been fun to hang out with Charlie Worsham. If you'd like more great stories, we got another hour on radio, so switch over to 6:50 a.m. or join us on the WSM Radio app or WSMradio.com. But real quick, you are heading out to the West Coast. Kelly Sutton and Amber Anderson are out at Stagecoach.
Yes.
And you're heading there, too.
I'm going to high-five them. On Sunday night, I will be Post Malone's banjo player. And I will tell y'all, I don't think I have played – I mean, I've played banjo on gigs throughout my career. I think the last time I had just the banjo to pack and play I was probably 13 years old. So I'm so fired up. And I did not have on my bingo card a Post Malone banjo gig.
Ooh, yeah, with 80,000 people watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
so
remember –
I'll have a new biggest crowd I played for.
There we go. All
Yeah.
right. Well, that'll be a lot of fun. And that'll stream on Prime Video, by the way,
Yep.
too, so we'll all get to watch. So,
Yes.
All right. Well, we've got another hour on radio.
I can't wait.
We got a deep playlist to dig into.
Yes, we
so,
do.
All right. That's Charlie Worsham. I'm Charlie Matos. Andy and I, Jeff Roberts. Have a great weekend.
WSM.
All it takes is a downtown bar